I can't tell you how much mustard chicken salad we made at Barefoot Contessa. Mountains of it. Okay, so that's about a cup of half cherry tomatoes. And the second thing I always put in is broccoli. So I'm gonna cut off the stems. You can save it for later for broccoli soup, but for the salad, I just want the florets. And I cut them apart and then just pull them apart so you're not actually cutting into the florets. So I need about 2 cups of broccoli florets. Okay, now I'm just gonna blanch it. I'm gonna put it in a big pot of salted boiling water. Lots of salt. Just put it in really quickly. Remember, it's a salad, it's not a cooked vegetable. I'm just gonna cook it for maybe 30 seconds or a minute, just until it's a little bit tender and the bright green color is set. And you can dump the entire pot of boiling water out, or you can just use one of these strainers. It's so much easier, and you don't end up with all that boiling water. Okay, into the ice water. It's called shocking it. What it does is cool it down immediately, so you end up with broccoli that's perfectly cooked, bright green. It really sets the color. Just gonna lift it out and put it together with the tomatoes. And then it's ready for the chicken and the sauce, which I'm gonna make next. I don't like that sort of gloppy mayonnaise texture as much as I like mayonnaise. So I would always thin it with something, maybe chicken stock, vinegar. But for the chicken salad, I thin it a little bit with white wine. It gives it great flavor, and you end up with a sauce that's more like a cream sauce than a mayonnaise sauce. So I have 1½ cups of mayonnaise and about 2 tablespoons of white wine. Just whisk it all together. And because it's mustard chicken salad, it has to have lots of good mustard. So good Dijon mustard, about 1/4 cup. And because I liked it to not only taste like mustard, but look like mustard, I always use whole grain mustard, about 3 tablespoons of whole grain mustard. Just whisk that together. It's great. The yellow makes it look like mustard. Then because you want to have lots of flavor, salt and pepper. Tablespoon of salt. I always use kosher salt. It seems like a lot, but remember it's a sauce, and chicken doesn't have all that much flavor. 1/2 tablespoon of pepper. Whisk it all together. Okay, next the chicken. Roasting the chicken in the oven means that you're always going to have really flavorful and really juicy chicken. The chicken's cooled a little bit, just enough so I can handle it. Chicken salad's so much better when the chicken's warm. It really absorbs the sauce. So just run a knife around the bone and take it right off. Cut it like this. Big chunks. Bite size, but big bite size. I want to make sure all the bones are out. Perfect. I'm just going to put it in the bowl. Okay. That's everything together. I'm just going to toss it together. Clean hands, important. This looks gorgeous. All fresh ingredients, just wonderful. And then lots of sauce. Just add enough so it moistens it completely, but doesn't drown it in sauce. You can always add more, so I always add less to start. Big spoon, toss it together. Oh, this looks very familiar. Huge vats of this. So let's see how this tastes. It's good. You can really taste the mustard. But, you know, there's sort of a flatness that something I'm missing. I feel like it needs a little extra something, and there's some tarragon here. That's going to do just the trick. So I'm just going to chop up the tarragon. Just add it in. I can smell the tarragon. It's a very delicate flavor, but it really will add to the chicken without overpowering it.